Cash flow is measured by your income minus your expenses over a set period of time. And it's important, not just for businesses, but for individuals to get an idea of how well their finances are doing. Typically measured on a monthly basis, cash flow offers the opportunity to look at how much money you've brought in and how much money you've spent. And if you want to afford life without having to rely on loans and credit cards, grow your savings, and even start investing, you need to understand this important money concept. Your cash flow shows the health of your finances as it gives insight into your money way beyond just your paycheck. After all, you could make $1 million a year and still end up broke if your spending exceeds your income. Understanding how money comes in and leaves your pocket is key to ensuring you're not living beyond your means. This will guarantee you have money left over to save and invest, contributing to your financial stability. Why does it matter? Proper cash flow management will allow you to acquire assets that will produce more cash flow. This is how the wealthy get wealthier. Wealthy people look for ways for their assets to make them money. This means that while their income increases, their labor or the amount of effort they have to put in remains the same or even decreases. We understand that as you go on with your daily life, you're immersed in a constant churn of money changing hands. Money flows from you to other businesses daily, from the gas station to the restaurants just by the office. But how much of that money comes back into your pocket? Simply being cash flow positive isn't enough. Sure, you're probably not worried about whether you can survive next week or next month's expenses, but if you're not using those funds to at least save, you're still basically living paycheck to paycheck. On the other side of the coin, if your cash flow is negative, you're spending more than you make. And as you probably know by now, this is a recipe for financial disaster. So how do we improve it? First, we have to determine the state of your cash flow. How to calculate your cash flow. To get a better understanding of the movement of your money, your cash flow should be calculated over a specific time frame, such as monthly, quarterly, or yearly. To begin, simply add up all your income for the selected time frame. Income here is the money you have left after taxes and payroll deductions like your health insurance. Also, be sure to add any other income from side hustles or investments. At the other side of the column, list out all your expenses, including monthly bills, installments and credit card bills, transportation needs and daily food shopping, debt payments made, membership dues, and any other recurring expenditures. Your last few bank statements could help if you struggle to remember them all. Now, subtract your expenses from your income and you'll see your cash flow. Here's an example. Say between your 9 to 5 and some extra bucks you make busting your butt driving people around for Uber on the weekends, you bring home $4,000 a month after taxes. Your monthly expenses add up to $2,700. You're left with a positive cash flow of $1,300, money you could save or invest. On the other side, let's say you make $4,000 in a month, but you're spending $4,700. That'll mean a negative cash flow of $700, which implies you're risking more debts to stay afloat. Do this calculation with real numbers. If your cash flow is too close for comfort, then we need to improve it. How to improve your cash flow? There are always two ways to do this. You can cut expenses as much as possible or make more money. Here are a few strategies you can use to course correct your cash flow by decreasing expenses. 1. Create a budget. Even if you have minimal expenses or sufficient income, it's possible to have low cash flow if you disregard budgeting because you can easily underestimate expenses and burn through your money. Simply build a budget and make sure you stick to it. This way, you'll be more mindful of the flow of outgoing and incoming funds. 2. Cut expenses ASAP. Negative cash flow usually indicates overspending, so you might want to investigate your bank statement and find ways to reduce expenses. This could mean pausing or canceling subscriptions or memberships you rarely use, switching to more reasonable providers or services, eating out less, or temporarily scaling down on luxuries. 3. Pay down debts. In addition to cutting back on spending, you can pay down your debt balance more aggressively to help your long-term cash flow. As your debt balance is reduced, you free up more income because your payment obligations decrease. As much as reducing your expenses helps, you can quickly improve your cash flow by boosting your income. This could mean looking for weekend and evening part-time jobs, using a skill to create a business, or picking up a side hustle gig. When cash flow picks up in the positive direction, use these excess funds to save and invest into things that will help you cash flow more, like stocks, bonds, real estate, or even a business. Once you invest in these assets, they'll start making money for you, and eventually, you could decide to stop working entirely. That is true financial freedom. Effective cash flow management is the basis for creating wealth. Remember, the more positive money flow you have, the more money you make. Wealth breeds more wealth. You too can adjust your spending habits and budget to make sure you maintain a positive cash flow, which will help you reach your financial goals quicker. That's it for this video. If you made it this far, please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. We'll see you in the next one.